Johnson Valley, home of King of the Hammers and some of the hardest off-roading in the US. Famous for insanely hard trails, almost impossible obstacles, and taking your vehicle well past its limits. This is why only the crazy and the brave are the ones that seek this place out. For the victorious few, you'll have bragging rights for life. For the rest, you'll be sent home with obstacles that can seem impossible to overcome. Due to the near impossibility to have a vehicle drive under its own power off the trail, this is where legends are born. Today, we're taking on one of the most intimidating trails in Johnson Valley. That is Aftershock.
Yeah, a little bit more.
Honestly, I cannot hold this. It's going over.
As with all great stories, there's a group of friends, place to go, and decisions made. This adventure's a little different, as not everything is making it back.
Hey, large rock in your front diff. Need to back up. All right, now go forward, hard passenger. There you go.
Even though conversations were had about if we should try this today with this group of vehicles, we reflect back on the past of when we'd done crazier things with less equipped. Now, reflecting afterwards, well, we know how it went.
Yeah. Right in the middle of the trail. All right, it's good. Turn that wheel and get back in the line now. Come on, let go. Just let it work. We'll get this rock out of the way here in a minute at this race. Keep doing that. Keep going. You're gonna hit a quarter panel. All right, towards me now.
Driving this Jeep Cherokee is Jim. He's done moderate modifications to it with a minor lift, 33-inch tires, and partial soft locker. We're attacking the trail from the west side, which is the hardest part of the trail. We're working our way down what is called the Aftershock Obstacle.
Turn it passenger. Those taillights.
Good job.
Hey, you broke your taillight more.
Did I?
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, someone says there's an issue.
Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun.
Should have changed that ball.
Why were you thinking about it?
Yeah.
I mean, you had a lot of flex. I thought maybe you just had really long shocks or something. Oh. Gonna have to break, start taking some time. Oh yeah, shit's looking off kilter already. Let's see. Where are you at?
You want to high lift it and just...
That's what he's going to be getting on.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks wrong.
What you're looking at is a 3-link with a broken upper mount, which caused the driveshaft to break.
Josh, new high lift, man. The freaking old ones work great. After you use it about 10 times, it'll never be better.
The goal here is to use the high lift jack to rotate the axle back into position. We found a bolt that we can use in the broken bolt, so the upper mount will hold its place.
Is it rotating back around? No, it's not.
Not quite yet. You probably get my winch under there.
Nothing a ratchet wouldn't fix.
Yeah.
So it only broke the slip yoke. That's good.
Yeah. Well, drive shafts, the splines are jacked.
Oh, are they jacked up?
Yeah.
And when you're going to get parts, get a new tie rod, because that tie rod's about to break. You hit the rock, I just watched it go silly.
Just remember what was just said.
Yeah, I got a little. Taking the nut off right now. You got another washer, or are we just gonna one washer? See it, so.
Oh,
We need a Ford tool. We got a Ford tool?
Yeah, we got rocks.
Oh, right there.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, look
So
at that.
now, well, I was going to throw some nuts on here.
Yeah, do we have
Can you
something
make a couple
shorter?
more nuts?
Well, I can.
Just space it, yeah.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, and
Sometimes you are. Okay, it's gonna make a little jump, but it shouldn't go nowhere.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Now we just need
some janky ass there.
Wait.
What are we doing now?
Keith, what do you call that stuff when you see stuff like that?
Janky.
Hey, don't talk about me.
Now that we have a solution in place, it's time to get off the trail. The decision was to continue downhill even though there was a lot more trail left because we'll be going down all obstacles. What you don't really see is we just went up, or technically went down, a 4-foot vertical ledge, so trying to get a vehicle with no front wheel drive up that would be extremely difficult. The general rule of thumb if you're going to be pulling someone off the trail is to use the most equipped vehicle with the strongest driveline. In this case, it's Tony's Terremoto is that vehicle.
Keep it straight. Keep it straight. All right, hard pass, hard driver. Straight, start straightening up. Driver again, driver. Straight.
Everything was going as planned as we started to get the vehicle moving yet again. There was one issue that we had to overcome, and is there was 2 small hills taking the bypass around the Aftershock Obstacle. Without front wheel drive, the vehicle is going to get pulled behind Tony's Gen Right Jeep. So this means going around tight corners could potentially be an issue. And of course, because of Murphy's Law, we're going to have a problem. As things continue to get higher and higher stress, communication started to break down.
Turn into the rope. Turn into the rope. Jim, turn into the rope. There you go. More. Turn driver.
I don't think I'd park there.
No, I don't like this.
Driver.
With the situation escalating quickly, I quickly took my injured self over there to help with advice and get the situation back under control before the vehicle goes over.
Jim, you need to turn that way, hard. All you can. Turn it. Turn. Take your foot off the brakes. Turn. There you go. He's down. Let go. He's down.
With some additional experience at the site, we were able to quickly get Jim back on all 4 wheels and down the hill safely. Now, it's time to get the rest of the group down the main obstacle and out the trail. From this perspective, the obstacle doesn't even look remotely hard. But if I flip this camera around and show you a previous run, it's a completely different story. Things were working out rather ideally. The Cherokee was moving down the trail with the help of Terremoto. The rest of the group was down Aftershock Obstacle, and we're moving forward. As Clay was coming around the corner, if you look off in the distance, you'll see the Cherokee stop and people outside looking at it. And that's when we knew something was wrong. So, as we hiked down there, we found out.
Well, today was not a good day. It was, well, to an extent. We actually came back a Jeep short. People were going to town to get parts. So after the drive shaft broke, he saw that tie rod he hit. It was over. around the next corner, I hit on a rock, and the tie rod just went. You know, those stock tie rods on those Cherokees and TJs are just paper thin. I broken one. And I can tell you right now, it sucks. If you have a high lift, you can actually slide your high lift handle over it and actually reinforce it. So that's always an option. But at that point, 2 broken things. It was decided to leave the Jeep, go get parts. We'll go back and get it. So now we're waiting for parts, and we'll go back out later and get it. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving though. Got the deep fryer ready. It's gonna be a good day.
After the sun went down, we realized there was no going back out to get the Jeep that day. So we decided to relax, enjoy dinner, have a few drinks, and enjoy a bonfire with friends. But tomorrow morning, early rise, because we got to get this Jeep off the trail and back to cook turkeys. With a 5 a.m. leave time, we were back on the trail, working on the Jeep, trying to get the Jeep up and running so we get it back to
Like
camp.
the guy that blasts his golf club around the tree when he gets mad.
Yeah,
He's looking at it.
Canyon, and she has a GoPro and she's filming. She didn't realize the camera's on, and she's walking ahead of me, and she's just like, she's like, oh my God, please let this be the end of the trail.
If you've never had the opportunity to join a group to do a trail repair, I highly advise it as it's very enjoyable. It's actually one of the most fun memories you'll have.
Just to kind of hold it in place. Hop in and just turn your steering wheel real slow to the passenger side, and I'll tell you when it drops in. In close. In close. You're in, hold on.
It was right there. Where did someone pick it up?
It's right here. I didn't want to leave it out.
Okay, let's get this little grinder out and see if we can. I need like one of those little tiny, like, or a quarter 20.
Very curious about this. A little bit more. That's it. That's probably close enough at least.
While the group is trying to re-weld the drive shaft back into one piece to drive off the trail, the rest of the group decided to have a little fun and see who the smarter or stronger person is that could bend back the tie rod.
There you go. Yeah, yeah.
Good.
No, but it's going. It was moving. Yeah. A little bit more. A little bit more. I think that's probably about it, Range.
That's it.
You're pretty close.
Now it won't come out.
To weld the cast that broke on the drive shaft, you actually have to heat it up very hot to try to get the weld to stick. So that's what we're doing. We're heating it, heat it even more, then we'll go ahead and take the welder and see if we get a weld to stick.
Watch your eyes. So what happened is Jim decided to do Aftershock in a 2-wheel drive stock Cherokee. And well, first he bent the tie rod, but it wasn't so bad. Then he broke the drive shaft after he broke a bolt on his upper control arm. After he got that back together, he bent the drive shaft, or the tie rod to the point it was unrecoverable. So he had to run out and get parts. Now we're welding everything back together, bending tie rod straight. Hopefully get him back moving down the trail. And it's time on for turkey.
Just a it installs from the outside.
Okay, there. Now.
Over here?
Come on.
With the weakened state of the drive shaft, the decision was made to put the sway bar on to limit articulation. The goal is to have the axle move the least amount as possible, so the drive shaft doesn't have to do any extra work. With the group working its way down the trail, things were looking promising. The Cherokee is under its own power and steering with all capability. We are babying it and spotting through every part of the trail.
Come on, Flex. Straighten your wheel. Let it, see if I'll push it through. All right, stop. Back up. Straighten your wheel as he comes. Now hard back towards me. There you go. Perfect. Straight? Straight?
You straight.
Okay. Well, that's technically what you do for a stock vehicle right there.
Yeah.
Hey, just work your wheel. Okay, it'll come. Got the Busch Light truck here, guys. Sponsored by Busch Light.
As we close on the end of the trail, we come to the realization if we would have done this repair in the first place, the Cherokee could have done the entire trail by itself without any problems. Overall, this is a story that legends are made from. Be safe. I hope to see you on the trail.